Two of my favorite genres are first-person shooters and platformers, or anything that has awesome movement mechanics. So I decided to find games that have both, but only those that are focused on melee combat. I might miss some games in the same subgenre, so if you do know some, put them in the comments so everyone can check them out. Note that these games are not in order, so I'll just list them all together randomly. Anyways, my name is Nol-D and these are movement first-person melee games. Much like Angerfoot, Kickbusters lets you kick everyone and everything in sight. It dropped around January of 2024, and while the story isn't really the main focus, the gameplay is really fun. It's super intuitive with lots of cool ways to move through the levels like wall kicks and grappling hooks. Even though the levels are short, they gradually increase in difficulty and are creative enough to let you experiment with the movement mechanics even more. Honestly, my only complaint is the sound design. It could have been better. But since there's no voice acting, you can just mute the game and maybe throw in your own songs, and I think that's fine.
Kick it, kick it, kick it.
If you like Kickbusters, maybe you'll find yourself kicking some more in Kick in Hell. Your mission is simple: go through hell to defeat Satan using martial arts, I guess. But unlike Kickbusters, this one is sorta like getting over it, which means if you fall, you might end up back at the first level, but thankfully there's no voice to annoy you when that happens.
What are you doing?
It's more of a platformer than combat focused, plus it does look good with its low poly design and plays really well with its mechanics. If you're just looking for a simple and fun first-person platformer, give this one a shot. It really doesn't make sense to me that Shady Knight didn't get as much attention as I expected it to have. It's brutally underrated, and I do hope this video helps get it out there. If you're into games like Doom Eternal, Dishonored, Devil May Cry, and Neon White, this game is a mix of those. As the Shady Knight, you get tons of ways to traverse the levels and kill your targets. If there's a game where it's all about showing off your skill shots, speedruns, and combos, this is really the one. The gameplay pushes players to be creative when it comes to defeating numerous enemy types while moving fast to finish every level. You got slide kicks, grappling chains, you can also dash to your weapon as another way to move across gaps. You can throw a weapon at an enemy and dash to it mid-air. It's that complex. So if that's not enough to get you intrigued, I don't know what will. Brutal Katana is the melee-focused version of Neon White, or it may be that game when you ask your mom, can we get Ghost Runner? And then your mom says, we have Ghost Runner at home. I mean, that's basically it. You get to slash statue heads like a fruit ninja while running, sliding, and wall running through well-designed levels. It's short, having about 40 plus levels, but what's going to make you come back is the leaderboard. If you're competitive enough to show off your speedrunning skills or just want to slash some statues, that's enough to keep you playing it. I'm a big fan of Lovecraftian-based games, and I happened to find Grimhook during my research for this video, and I'm still wondering why this game is free. It's a short, fast-paced first-person platformer where you happen to crash your ship on a mysterious island and have no choice but to explore it. You then hear a strange voice that eventually gives you powers to help you traverse the caves beneath the island. You also have a grappling hook which you can use either for combat or to move from point A to point B. I just started playing it and haven't gotten any further yet, but from what I've played, it's a very good momentum-based platformer. If you want to try it out, it's on Steam. Of all the games on this list, this might be the furthest from being fully developed yet. Even though that's the case, I think this will be a great game once it's fully realized. It's a fast-paced, momentum-based platformer set on this weird-looking island where you're being followed by a big-ass snake. The gameplay is simple. You get this spear which you can use to launch at card-looking stuff or dash from anywhere, and there's a demo, so you can try it on Steam. However, like I said, it's still very early in development based on its content. Anyways, that's Coastline. The literal definition of this game is if Ghost Runner meets Fruit Ninja. Now, I enjoyed both games and it seems like this really is a great match. High Fructose is a fast-paced hack-and-slash roguelite that lets you play as different animals, which I think would have their own unique traits. I was only able to play as the fox, which was way back when I tried the demo, but that was all I needed to want this game. The arenas are, as they said, semi-open and procedurally generated, so there are multiple ways to maneuver while killing enemies. This one is kind of a cheat since it says in the description that you can also equip guns, so I assume it's going to be like in Shadow Warrior, where you have guns but the combat is mostly melee focused. No release date yet, but it's getting constantly updated. Last but not the least, we have Blood Thief. This one is basically the medieval version of Ultrakill. As you can see, you can slide, wall run, and air dash with breakneck speed. The demo showed everything you'd expect in this type of game and is heavy on momentum and precision, much like Ultrakill. When I tried the demo, it was too fast for me at first, but it has this fair learning curve that I got used to, which is why I really enjoyed playing it a lot. I think the demo is enough to get you excited. That's about it, and if you like this video, do share it with your gaming friends. As a small channel, every bit of support from you guys means a lot, and I do hope I'll see you again on the next one. Okay, great, bye!